Hey family, it's Ray, and I'm back with another word. I pray that you guys have been blessed and that this word finds you in good spirits. So this word came through a dream that the Lord gave me on March 22nd of this year. And the Lord is speaking to someone. It could be one person, it could be a few people. This word concerns connections and also workplaces. So I'm going to get into this dream. So again, I had this dream on the 22nd, and in this dream, I saw an old childhood friend who was the main subject of the dream, and there was also another girl who played a significant role, and I'm just going to label her as the gossiper. So the setting seemed to be some sort of outing, like a party or something of that nature, but inside of a public setting, inside of a public building. So the gossiper approached me talking about this girl, and she was specifically fixated on her hair. She spoke about how she has such beautiful hair and how she always took care of her hair. Then she goes into talking about her relationship with her new boyfriend and how now she doesn't take care of her hair anymore and it's short and damaged. In this part of the dream, she mentioned the two of them were currently in the bathroom together right now, having a sexual encounter. When the girl came out of the bathroom, she walked over to me and my sister and she asked my sister to do her hair. She wanted a tribal style where the front was braided and the back left out. It zoomed into her hair and she had long, thick, dark, curly hair. My sister agreed to do her hair and the girl and I began talking. I was asking her how she is, and she began telling me about her situation. I could see in her face and her posture that she wasn't happy, but she also said that she wasn't happy. She mentioned the sex and that she didn't like doing it, but he wants her to, and she felt she needed him for stability. She had a 2-year-old daughter, and that's what she was worried about, so that's why she was staying. I grabbed her hand in one of mine and I gently began rubbing her hand. The gist of what I was saying was just telling her like she doesn't have to stay there. She's not happy. She doesn't have to lower herself, to maintain a relationship or to provide for her child. And so the highlights of this dream were the hair. And so hair signifies glory, strength, your virtue. And he also led me to look up glory and the opposite of glory, which is shame. And so that brings me back to the gossiper. A lot of time, even in like waking life, when you hear someone gossiping about somebody, a lot of the times that's what they're doing. They're trying to, bring shame upon a person when they're talking about somebody in a negative way. The things that were going on in this girl's life, in this girl's relationship, the gossiper was coming to me and my sister in this dream, basically trying to shame this girl, spreading her business about what it is that she was doing and how her new relationship or this new connection that she is in, how it changed her. So now, Lord also mentioned to me how the acts or things that the person is having to, or the person is engaging in when it comes to this connection, because of this connection or due to this connection, they are shameful acts. They are things that are like displeasing to the Lord. So it's not something that the Lord is proud of, but it also isn't something, as she mentioned, it also isn't something that she's proud of. So getting into the message, so for who this is for, this would be very specific. You are in a connection and you are not happy there. You are essentially sacrificing yourself to maintain this connection, lowering yourself to please this person because of what you feel you will lose. And again, as I mentioned, this could pertain to a connection, a relationship. This could be even a living situation. This could be a work environment as well. And so as a result, you have begun to carry shame within yourself. You've stopped caring for yourself, or you've given up your strength, your well-being for this person or this connection, this place. You are not happy and it shows, but you're staying in this connection. You're staying here in that place or that environment for your child or for something that you're trying to maintain, for something that you feel you need from this situation. But staying here is actually bringing you down. So after this dream ended, it went to a new scene where I saw a group of people, and these seemed to be like work colleagues, and there were two people who were essentially they were verbally attacking another person. When it came to work, there was one person who literally wanted to fight this girl because she told her no when it came to taking on this person's work. She told her no. So she set that boundary and this person was wanting to fight her for it. There was another coworker who was attacking this person's work ethic because she wasn't working as hard or she wasn't taking on as much. She took a step back, and so now they're trying to attack her. They're trying to attack her work ethic because she had decided to take a step back, or because she had decided to set boundaries and no longer take on more than what was beneficial to her. She decided no longer to take on other people's responsibilities so as to take the workload off of them, but then burdening herself. And so as she did that there became conflict within the work environment or with the people trying to shift the blame and shift a negative light onto her, because basically they know it could use her. So somebody like that, first of all, that is manipulation, and that's abuse, and that's someone who was taking advantage of you. If they were not grateful, they were not appreciative of the work that you were doing, they put themselves in a position of entitlement to you, how you showed up for them or how you showed up for the job. And now that you are setting that boundary, they see that they can no longer take advantage of you. Now they're mad. So now they're trying to flip it. That's gaslighting. That's manipulation. And so it's time to put yourself first. Start taking better care of yourself. Get your strength back. And that starts with you leaving. That starts with you setting boundaries. That starts with you walking away. When you leave, your self-esteem, worth, strength, value will all come back to you. Also, because this connection is not glorifying God, trust that when you step out on faith and cut ties, the Lord will lead you. This man or this connection, this workplace is not your help. That is not the way the Lord is providing for you. What comes from the Lord, you will not have to sacrifice yourself, your values, or your well-being. Those things will not be what you're called to compromise to maintain a relationship or a connection or any type of stability that you think that you are getting from this connection or from that, workplace or whatever it is. If you are not taking care of yourself, you can't show up the way that you need to for your child or for that thing. So if it is someone where this is specific to, you actually having a child and you're staying in an unhealthy relationship for your child, then that is specific. If you are not taking care of yourself, you cannot show up the way that you need to for your child. Do not let this connection or this man or that work environment degrade you, devalue you, or diminish you or your light. You are worth so much more. The longer you stay there, the more this connection will break you down. Do not sacrifice your strength, that's even in your health, your physical strength and your health. That's your value, your worth, your glory for what you think you are gaining here. Because in reality, you are losing yourself. The Lord will provide a safe place for you and your daughter. For who that is for, the Lord will provide a safe place for you. The Lord will provide financially for you. If this is in regards to workplace, the meaning of this message can apply to anyone who is involved in a situation they are not happy in, where you find yourself sacrificing yourself or well-being, being taken advantage of, in connections where you are not being seen or valued, but you stay because you think this is the way to get or maintain your needs. This can be any type of connection, living situation, again, a work environment. If you have to sacrifice yourself and your well-being, especially if you're having to small yourself down or taking on too much for the sake of others or to maintain a connection or position or opportunity, when you're not even being valued or appreciated for who you are or what you do, you're being taken advantage of, manipulated, and or abused. And that is not the means by which the Lord is providing for you, nor is that the place the Lord wants to see you in. The Lord is calling for some of you to walk away. If it's a workplace, He may have called you to walk away completely or to just take a step back, set boundaries, and not take on so much, especially if it's, like I mentioned earlier, like you taking on other people's work. You're being burdened and weighed down by the responsibilities that are really others to take care of, okay? They don't appreciate it and they are taking advantage of you. It does not matter if they get mad. Tell them no. Set that boundary. Take a step out on faith and trust that He has you. He is your provider. This is the Father, the Lord. He is your stability. He is your safety, and He is your protector. And the scripture that the Lord led me to, the first one was 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 15. It says, "But if a woman has long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given to her for a covering." And so I mentioned after the girl in the first scene of the dream, once the girl walked out the bathroom, she walked over to me and my sister, and she asked my sister to do her hair. So that was like symbolic of you taking that step out to begin the process of getting yourself back. Take care of yourself again. Set that time aside for yourself to just sow into yourself, whatever that may look like for you in your situation. For those of you, if you are not the one who the Lord is speaking to about being in the connection,
this word can be for you in that someone, or you're gonna cross paths with someone who is going through this, or who finds herself in this situation. And the thing that the Lord was speaking to me was that the way that the girl was gossiping about the female who was the subject of this dream, He wants you to show this person love, wisdom, and compassion instead of judging this person, instead of shaming this person the way that the gossiping female was doing at the beginning of the dream. Judging someone, shaming someone, talking bad about somebody isn't going to help them. So then He highlighted to me when the girl came to me, when she walked out of the bathroom and she came over there to me and my sister, and she was basically asking for help. She asked my sister to do her hair. I grabbed her hand and I was rubbing her hand the Lord is speaking to someone or using that to highlight to someone to like be gentle with this person. Use a gentle, compassionate approach with speaking with this person. Sometimes there are people who are so broken, who are so beaten down, or they already feel low enough about themselves or been made to feel low about themselves already. Sometimes your words can be enough to give people the strength, to give people the confidence to pick themselves back up, to let them know that they are loved, to let them know that they are cared about, that they are cared for. So if you find yourself in this position where someone is coming to you with this, the Lord is just highlighting that part. Also highlight that part to me. Show them compassion and show them the love of God. A lot of people will try to it's not my business, or and leave people in situations when they're at their low point. No, kind words, loving words are literally strengthening to the bone. Like I said, sometimes that's all someone may need, is somebody to speak life into them, somebody to remind them that they are loved, somebody to remind them of who they are and that they are valuable. One person doing that or reminding somebody of that, or being the one who's speaking that into somebody and telling somebody that they are loved, reminding somebody that what their worth is, could be the perspective shift that they need, could be the reminder that they need, could be the strength that they need to walk away. So the Lord highlighted that part to me specifically today as I was just at work. But remember to show love to people, kindness to people, and that you can help. Everything isn't about, oh, it ain't my business. Like, show love. It doesn't take, literally, it takes nothing from you to, like, you know how people be like, I don't know what to say. Tell them who they are. Remind them who they are. Show them love. What do you mean you don't know what to say? So, yeah, the Lord also brought that part to me. Be gentle with them. Everybody don't gotta shame everybody. Even if they're doing something wrong, there's a way to speak life into people without shaming them, without making them feel worse about themselves, without degrading them. Your words, your kind words, your reminder of their worth, of their value, and that they are loved, and that they are worth more than that, that there is better for them, that they don't have to settle for that, could be the very strength that they need. And I know, because I've been there. You don't know how dark of a place that some people are in. You don't know how low of a place that some people are in, that your words, those words, that kindness can be the light in their life that they needed to pick back up and keep pushing forward, to pick back up and say, you know what, I can walk away. I can do better. I am better. I do deserve better. So if you aren't the one who, in this connection, in this position, you could be the one. You're going to be the one that the Lord is using to relay this message to that person who is broken. Okay? So just remember that. Be gentle and compassionate. Don't feed into the shame and guilting, gossiping about people and what they have going on. Help them.
And then the second one that he led me to was Judges 16, verse 15 through 17. It says, "Then she said to him, 'How can you say I love you when your heart is not with me? You have mocked me these 3 times and have not told me where your great strength lies.'" And that's the manipulation. That's the deception. That's the manipulation that Samuel ended up succumbing to, and ended up giving up his strength to Delilah. And so it says, "And it came to pass, when she pestered him daily with her words and pressed him, so that his soul was vexed to death, that he told her all his heart, and said to her, 'No razor has ever come upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite to God from my mother's womb. If I am shaven, then my strength will leave me, and I shall become weak and be like all other men.'" As a child of God, you are not just a regular old any other person of this world. So do not accept that treatment, and do not allow others to treat you that way, to put you in a place where you are accepting or believing even that about yourself, that you are just any other person, because you aren't. You are a child of God. So understand your worth. So allow the Lord to speak to you further concerning individual situations. So I pray that this word reach who it was for. I pray that this word bless your spirit and in your heart. I pray that this word gives you strength to do what it is that the Lord is calling you to do. Of course, make sure that the Lord speaks to you directly and confirms as far as timing and things like that. Just allow the Lord to lead you, give you those directions, give you those instructions. If you feel that you know anyone who needs to hear this word, feel free to share this word with them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, hit that notification bell so that you will be notified of any future uploads when I post. And I'll be back soon with another word. Bye.